Hey, loves.
Welcome to Sierra and Ryan.
Talk the talk. Sierra and Ryan talk the talk. It's all about putting book talkers like you at the center of the story.
We're here to dive in and find out everyone's main character moments. My name is Ryan at Rye_Brary on TikTok. And this stunning co-host is...
Sierra at cc.b.reading on TikTok as well. Ryan and I are both a part of the book talk community, and the purpose of this podcast is just to learn more about other book talkers, learn about their personalities, the things that they love, and just to talk to them and see how amazing that we really.
We are meeting all the friends in our head. Okay,
Yes, we are.
today is a long-term friend in my head at Minh's Book Talk.
Oh, she's so cute. I feel
I'm
like I say
really,
this
really
about everyone,
excited.
but she's so cute. I love her. She seems like a lot of fun. She seems awesome. She seems like she has a really, really great personality. Yeah.
I agree. A teacher, which I
Yes.
love. I am married to a teacher, and so I think that's when Min first came through my timeline. I don't know how many times I guess I had talked to my husband about second grade this or teacher that Big Brother was listening, and all of a sudden I started getting on my For You page like a lot of teachers posting in their classrooms and stuff. I'm like, this is weird.
Yeah.
And then Min came, which was kind of this beautiful marriage of the two, book talk and the teacher stuff too, kind of sprinkled in there, but also is a fun time outside of work. I think does a lot of cool cosplay and Ren Fair stuff. So that I think
I
is really
love a good
fun.
cosplay. You will have to ask about that because I love a good cosplay. I've never participated, always wanted to. But I love when I get to see that part of people's personality because it's like sometimes it's usually from people you don't expect. And Min is someone who I would not have expected would be into cosplay. So
It's
I'm
gonna make the rapid
excited.
fire Halloween costume question an
Ooh,
interesting one.
absolutely. I know. What you got up your sleeve, Min? Oh my
I
gosh.
love it.
With that being said, friend, are we prepared to have a talk?
I'm ready for this talk. Welcome back, friends. We're here with Min's Book Talk. Welcome,
Hey,
welcome.
Hello.
hello. Thank you for having me.
We are
So
so
excited that
excited
you're
to have
here.
you. Yes. Ryan was like, we got to have Min on the show. And I was like, say no more.
True.
She's so cute.
True.
Yeah. Yes.
hmm
Yes. So
No, we are definitely
very, very,
friends.
yeah.
Friends in my head, though you may not know it very much. We are very good friends. I tell my husband all the time about
Same.
my teacher friend on Book Talk, and he's like, "Who
Oh,
exactly?"
it's me. It's me, everyone.
Right. So, how did you get started on your Book Talk journey? Where did it begin, and where are we now?
Yes. Oh gosh. So I've always loved like filming videos, editing videos, and such. And I actually had a makeup YouTube channel when I was younger. It was called
Wow.
Make Mindy Up. It wasn't very good. Like I started when I was like in seventh grade. But that was like my YouTube side. And then I kind of quit as in I didn't really have a lot of subscribers, so there was no point in going. But all through college, I just didn't have a creative outlet to do like videos and editing and talking in front of the camera. Um, and then one day, I don't know what it was. One day I got my hair done like in that morning, and I was like, I look good. I'm gonna film a
Yes.
video about books, and then it just, yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Do you remember the first book you talked about?
Um, it wasn't a specific book. You know what? Yes. Um, oh, it had to be something about Name of the Wind, or the video was probably my favorite authors versus my boyfriend's favorite authors, and we just kind of like held up books of our
Cute.
favorite authors.
Cool.
So cute. So cute. So you're up to 6,000 followers right now on TikTok.
Yeah, I that is pretty crazy. I recently gained a lot of followers just from this recent video that I posted. I like asked my bridesmaids using
Oh yeah.
books.
Yeah, we're
Yes.
gonna get into it. Yeah, yeah. By the way, I get like likes because I commented on it, so people are still liking the comment. So that's how I know that
Yes.
people are still finding your video because I'm still getting likes on the comment that I left. Let's
I like
talk
that.
about it while we're here, right? What was the idea? How did you come up with the idea to use books as like a way to invite your friends to be your bridesmaids? Which, by the way, brilliant, very creative, loved it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, I think I wanted our wedding to be very non-traditional. I just didn't like the traditional boxes or things that you can get off of Etsy or such. And I'm a huge reader, I mean, obviously, but my friends are not. They do
Okay.
not read, actually.
Okay.
So I wanted to recommend books that they would have to read now since it was such a part of a big like ask proposal. So it was like it was a good way to get my books out there.
Yeah.
That was so smart. Do they feel pressure to? They're like, oh my god, man! Like now I have to read this book.
Oh yeah.
Yes. And that was the idea there.
Yeah,
Love it.
come
I
on,
love it.
pressure
Peer
to the
pressure.
friends. Yes.
Speaking of your fiance, congratulations. I have
Thank
I
you.
early on in you coming across my For You page and me getting to know your page, we met your fiance pretty early because you've gone book shopping together. He's come in and done some book reviews, and then my favorite was that his family does a book club where you each pick a book. Can you talk a
Hmm.
little bit about it's so cool. See, can you tell us a little bit about
Yes.
the family book club?
Yes, they have been doing it for a while now, and my boyfriend and I have been dating or would have been together for 4 years. So I wasn't in it on the first year because I was too nervous about like picking a book and having them read it. But this is like my third year in it, and so every year there's
Wow.
kind of a different theme. This theme is pick a book that we have not read and present it to the group, and we would read it. Last year was a pick a book like all time favorite book,
Mhm.
and the year before that was pick a book that you read that year or the year before.
So what are you guys
Um,
reading right now?
oh, right now we are reading My Choice Interior Chinatown by Charles Yu.
Okay.
It is,
Cool.
yeah, it's really good. And so, my fiance's family, they are all white, basically. And so anytime I can like sneak in some like cultural aspect like that represents me or just anything, I think it's like a great way to open up conversation and whatnot.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Absolutely. Oh, that's so cute. I love that
I love
so
that.
much. So I know you
I
said you
want
guys
to.
are both. Oh, go ahead, Ryan. Go
No, you're
ahead.
good. Go, go,
We
go.
do this
My
often. We do
list
this
is
often.
long.
We do.
I love
We
it.
do. We do. We do. I was gonna ask about you being a theater teacher because it seems like creativity is a constant in your life. You know, we think about the books for the ladies. You said how you used to do videos and makeup for YouTube. Why theater and teaching? Like, how did we get there?
Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah. So this is like literally the story of my life. I actually went to a high school, medical high school,
Mm.
that prepared us to go into med school, basically. And I
Wow.
was like all my life, I thought that I was going to be in the medical field. My parents, just pressure from my other friends who are in the medical field. But we are, required to take a art class. So it's either drawing or theater. And I was like, I cannot draw. Um, so I took that one theater class, and in that moment, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do any more medical stuff.
Wow.
And I went to college, and I was gonna major in biology, but after I took that class in my senior year, I was just like, no, mom and dad, I'm doing theater now. Completely changed it. And I've always wanted to do education, and I'm really glad that I did because I met my fiance in theater and in education. He's also a theater
No
teacher, so
Yeah.
way.
Oh, that's
yeah.
so
Wow.
freaking cute.
Are there rival productions? What's
Yes.
Oh my gosh, a little bit.
Oh, I love that. Uh-huh.
So
What is your, while we're on a theater tick, fellow theater nerd here, what is your favorite, I'm going to just throw musical out there, but if there's a favorite show of yours, doesn't have to be could be a straight play too.
Yes, I love the band's visit. David Yazbek, I don't know if you have heard of it. I was highly recommended. The music is amazing. It's about this band who has to go play in Egypt, but they go to a different. So the city they were supposed to go to is like this huge big city, but there was a translation error, and they accidentally go to a small, tiny little town where they meet all the people there, and it's amazing. The music's good, the story is good. Yeah.
God,
I like it.
I love it. Are you finding that you use like your creativity to teach your students about just kind of thinking outside the box and trying different methods for acting? Is that something that you do often?
Yes. Well, I'm glad that I'm on TikTok because I get to talk to them about TikTok and
Yeah.
such, and it really like opens up like their creative side because their creativity might be different than ours nowadays when theirs is always on like social media and whatnot.
Right.
So using that is A plus. And then also my classroom is a non-traditional classroom. I usually have them never like sitting in chairs. Like we're always up doing things.
Good.
Like paper is not a thing in my classroom. I don't like having them, do paperwork. I'd rather have them get up and do stuff.
Oh, I know they love you. They're like, oh my God, I can't wait to go to this class. I'm not going to sit down. I'm not going to write. Oh my God. I know the students just love you.
I hope so.
In the 6,000 followers that you've amassed on TikTok, are there students in that mix? Do you have fans in the classroom? Teacher friends? No. Okay. I was gonna say.
No, I would die, I think, if that happened. I tried to like erase everything that they could use to find me. They've
Wow.
tried. They've tried.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, they're on the hunt for you. They're looking
Yeah.
for you. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. So I kind of want to transition back to books. Have you always been a reader? And then I know you said that one day you just put your makeup on. You was like, I'm going to make a video about books. Is that something that was just like off the rip, or were you always a reader and then you decided to make a book talk? Or did
Yeah.
yeah.
I was thinking about this a lot because I knew this was, a question that you were going to ask me. When I was younger, I feel like I read a lot, and like many of us kind of stopped reading a little bit maybe and then found reading again through the pandemic and things
Yeah.
like that. I think that's my story. I would like to say that I've been like a consistent reader, but I think the pandemic really opened up reading to me again. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Same. Same.
And good things. So we found all each other.
I know, right?
Honestly, like so true. The same as your bridesmaids, a lot of my direct friend group, they're not big readers, or it'll be an occasional kind of like inspirational nonfic here and there, and I'm like, okay, but what about the High Mountain Court? Have you it's like, does anyone want to talk about it? So I absolutely feel all of that, so much. Wow. I do want to ask a little bit about your artistic talents floating into cosplay and the Ren Fair. I saw you went, and so I'm originally from Maryland, and the Ren Fair there was huge, like massive. We had so much fun. So I saw yours and was like, oh, I miss going so much. Has that been a constant for you
Yes.
as well?
Oh my gosh. When people say like the happiest place on earth is like Disney, that is so wrong. It's so wrong. It's the Renaissance Festival, okay?
It is so
So,
fun.
So,
um,
okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Because
oh
I've never
no,
been to one of these. This is new for me. What is. Oh, okay. Wait, you guys. Not the faces. Not both of you. What is a Renaissance festival?
It's just like this world that you get in. It's like getting into like your best fantasy book, and just like everyone there is like
Oh.
into the Renaissance era, but there's also like hardcore fantasy people like dressed in dragons or whatever, or they're Vikings and just
Yep.
pirates, you know, all the dress up, and everyone is just so into it. And that's my favorite part.
Yep.
Are they talking
Huzzah!
in? Oh my god! So are they
Sierra,
talking
you better get into it.
like? I have lots of questions. Okay, because when he mentioned cosplay in the pre-talk, I'm thinking, oh, Marvel, yada yada yada. Okay, so in the Renaissance Festival, are they talking in like character? Is that the right word?
Oh, yes. Yes. So like the people that work there, they haven't done this recently because I feel like it's an old joke now, but if you hand them a credit card, they're like, "What's this? This is not our magic money. What is this?"
Oh yeah, they'll like bite it and stuff.
Yeah.
What? Oh my god!
Ye old English is in full effect. And you know, people have those little like they're cute little like clay dragons and stuff or little furry things that they can like
Yes.
and they jump at you and lots of rosebuds in the cleavage. Jousting. See, you could go to a jousting
Yes.
match.
They do jousting there?
Yes.
Oh my god, you guys
big
have opened up
turkey
a whole
legs.
new world for me. I do know
It's
about
fun.
the turkey legs. I do know
Yes.
about the turkey legs. Oh my god. So do you dress up when you go there? Do you have like your elegant, like I guess gowns or whatever it is that they're wearing?
Yes, I have started recently doing all of that, but I've been going since I was about 5 years old, and you really should not be taking your kids to these places because, you
Wait.
know, this.
Debauchery
not-
is real.
Oh my god, I am learning so much right now. This is blowing my mind. Okay, give me more.
Yes, so yeah, we've just been going since I was so young, and we've been going every single year, and I just have never had, I guess, the funds to dress up. And finally, I have a job now, so I can buy like all these nice lavish dresses and such, and it makes the experience so much better. It just feels it's amazing. I recently purchased a longbow here
Yeah.
and a sword over there. So
God.
yeah,
Do you
I'm so excited now. It's like in November, but I'm now excited again about going.
do you ever sew any of your own costumes? Are you at that level?
No. Oh my God. I wish, but also not, because I've seen videos where people take like months to create their perfect costume.
Mhm.
And I just like hats off to those people. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Before we get to show and tell, I want to ask a couple. I know I just went on like a fan tangent over here of kinship, but I want to ask a couple book talk kind of habit questions to you. If we opened up your phone right now, what would we see on your For You page?
My For You page is, fortunately and also unfortunately, I'm not consistent on TikTok enough so that whenever I open up my For You page, it's just a lot of people that I follow. So basically, like my followers, I've missed their videos like months ago, and I would click, like it. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm liking all your old videos, but that's what I usually see on my For You page. I'm usually on, oh wait, is For You? No, I'm usually on the one where you just follow everyone.
Oh, you're on
the
the following. Yeah.
Well,
I do that
yes,
too.
yes.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
on like a side of TikTok that you're like for instance, I end up on Kink Talk a lot because there's a connection between Book Talk and Kink Talk, and I think it's the sweat
Yeah.
reps. So I'm
Yeah.
on Kink by accident. It's not. So are you
Oh,
in any
non-book
other?
kink talk, like
Yeah.
full on.
Yes, yeah, like they're talking about tying people to the bed, and I'm like, oh,
Oh,
my
no.
god, yeah, I know.
This is a family show.
I know. But are you in any other communities on TikTok that you find that you like come across?
Yes, definitely teacher TikTok. And
Mhm.
I enjoy being on there, but only in small doses because it just hits too hard at home, It just like all, of course, everything going on with teachers nowadays and people making videos ranting about it. And I'm just like, I just need some book positivity right now. So I try to stay over there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, I think it's time for our show and tell. So every
Yay!
episode, we ask our special guests to bring in something that represents them, maybe something off their shelves, doesn't matter. So, Min, what do you have as your show and tell for today?
Yes. So today I feel like I'm it's basic, but it's solid in like my book talk experience. So I have my Name of the Wind copies. Um, and so this is my favorite book of all time. It is
Okay.
hands down, I would die for this book. I've read it 4 times already. And supposedly the third one is coming out this summer, which we've been saying for like the past 5 years. So hope like fingers crossed. The reason why I brought these is because I actually read these when I was in I think my freshman year of college, and where I didn't know anything about like books or just like the book talk community. Of course, I don't think it's been that long, and I just thought like these brick versions of books, what mass paperback versions, were the coolest thing ever. I was like, this is amazing. Like this makes me look so smart. Like look how big it is, and like this like the creased spines and everything. And when I started to get back into book talk, I actually spent a lot of time in the half price books, mass paper book section. I have like, my Brandon Sanderson is in there. Terry Brooks is in the mass paperback. And now I realize people don't like the mass paperback produced
I was
paperback.
about to say that, like, you, in that terms, that you are in the minority because I don't know anyone who's like, yes, mass paperback is the way to go.
I do have to say I do like, the regular printed ones, but I just can't get rid of like these guys. They're just,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I
Can you
brought.
tell us I saw Patrick. Will you tell us the author and a little synopsis
Oh,
of the
yes.
story?
So Patrick Rothfuss, and this is supposed to be a trilogy, like I said, but us fans have been waiting a very long time for the finished third book. So we follow Quoth, who is telling his own story in a tavern. He's telling it to the chronicler, who is writing down his story, and we see him grow up from young all the way when he was younger, all the way until basically when he owns the tavern. And he goes to a school for magic and he battles dragons. He kind of falls in love. It has a little bit of everything in here. It's like the perfect fantasy story for me.
Nice.
Ooh.
Okay. Do you read
I'm
a
into
lot of
that.
fantasy? Are you finding that you're more attracted to fantasy in general? Is that your like go-to genre?
Yes, it's definitely my go-to genre, but I found that, when I'm looking through my TikTok, I realized like I kind of do a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't say that I'm only fantasy. I feel like that's like being fake, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Genre that you're like the least likely to read.
Ooh.
Probably like nonfiction motivational type of books. I'd
Mm-hmm.
probably stay away from um probably nonfiction in like the education sense, like the educational nonfiction. But
Okay.
I do like autobiographies and such. But
Mm-hmm.
I'll dabble in a little bit of everything as long as it's good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of the same. I like to jump all over the place or whatnot. But fantasy
Yeah.
is a genre that I find to be so interesting because, like, of the world building and just kind of being taken away somewhere else. So I'm with you, girl.
Yes.
And we know you mentioned half price books, and you spend a lot of time there. How often are you bringing hauls home from half price books?
Um,
Oh.
way too
I was gonna say,
often.
fiance, just stop listening
I
at this
know,
moment. No judgment here.
Judgment free zone.
it's so hard though because their prices are so good. Like, how could you not?
So I don't have. I live in Charlotte. We don't have that here. I don't have a bookstore I can go to. But I see so many book talkers talking about this half price books, And I'm like, you guys are getting like $1.50 for a book, and I'm like, how? How? I have to pay full price here. I have to pay.
Oh,
I know, I know. Do
well,
you?
come visit. Come visit.
I'm coming because I need cheap books.
Yeah, take a $100 plane ticket just to buy a dollar book.
Yep,
That sounds right.
sounds worth it. I don't see the problem.
$50 overweight baggage fee to get them home, not a
I
problem.
know, right? So, what are you doing outside of reading books and planning a wedding?
Oh, that is. Oh, we just put in our first offer for our first home today.
Congrats!
Thank
Today?
you.
Oh,
Yes, today.
wow.
I'm nervous,
Wow.
but
Oh,
excited. Yeah.
yeah, that I'm sure
Putting all
that
the
process
good.
has been insane. You know, we hear all across the country about housing markets and whatnot. So, congratulations for finding something
Thank
and
you.
putting an offer down.
Ah,
Oh my God! Oh, that's
Wow.
so amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Wow.
I love that. I love that.
I think, friends, we are at the time in the program where we're going to do a little quick wit.
Yes.
Little off
okay,
the
I'm
cuff
ready.
moments.
So
So say,
it's
check it
10.
out.
Yeah, and listen, they're not hard. No sweat off your brow. Okay, I wouldn't lie to you. 10 easy questions, but if you need to pass, you can. Um, we'll ping pong them. Ryan will start, and I'll go, and then we'll go back and forth. You'll go through this like it'll be like a hot knife through butter. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, that was good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Lovely.
All right, Ryan, take it away.
Min at Min's Book Talk. Are you ready for some quick wit?
I am.
Morning, noon, or night?
Noon. Best lighting for some videos.
Yes. Favorite book growing up or your favorite book from high school?
Favorite book growing up? Um, Probably the Percy Jackson series. That's a good one.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Where are you a regular?
Half price books.
Hey, half price books.
Hey, half price books. Oh God. A celebrity that's a friend in your head or a celebrity crush that you have.
Um, oh, Henry Cavill, but
Yeah.
like Witcher version, you know? I mean, all
Yes.
versions,
Okay.
but
Okay.
The Witcher one is elite. Absolutely.
Geralt. Is that what it is?
Geralt, yes.
Geralt. Geralt.
Yeah, yeah.
If you could take us anywhere in the world tomorrow, where are we going? You can't say
Ooh.
half price books.
Dang it, but I think Sierra wants to go with me.
I know.
now,
That's what
so
I'm
we're
like.
gonna- you know, this is the place that I would want to go. I haven't been here yet, but Egypt. I love learning about ancient Egypt, and I need to touch that
Yes.
pyramid. I don't know if we're allowed to touch it anymore, but I
Yeah.
want to touch it.
Let's
I know,
go.
I
We're
feel the
going.
same. That's a good one. Yep.
We're going. Do you fall asleep to TV, music, or nothing?
Mm, nothing if my fiance is here. TV if he's not.
What is this? I'm excited for this. What is your best Halloween costume ever?
Um. Oh my God. Okay, so I in college I was in an a cappella group, and for Halloween we sang Ghostbusters, and all the
Cute.
girls are dressed like in super cute things. Like, one was a nerd, one was like Kiki from Kiki's Delivery Service, and I came dressed as Charlie Brown's costume as of a ghost. You know, the one with a bunch of like holes cut out.
Yes.
Yes. So I
Oh my God, man.
and like I had like the whole bag, like when he was like, "I got a rock," and like I had the bag, and I mean, it was. I thought it was funny at the time, but I had a solo in that song, and I remember going out there thinking it was like the best, and I watched back on the video, and I was like, "This was not a good idea."
Oh my God.
But
What is your? It's okay. It's okay. What is your theme song or your favorite go-to karaoke song?
Ooh, karaoke song. Um, Party in the USA, Miley Cyrus.
Oh, that's a good
That's
one.
a good
It's a
one.
good one.
That's a good
Yeah.
one.
How many books have you read this year?
I have read, I think it's 22 or 23
Oh, good.
so far.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last question. What was the last thing to make you smile?
Hmm. Honestly, I'm smiling now. I don't know, just like getting ready for this. This yeah, it was really fun. I'm glad I got to actually talk to you guys instead of just, either texting or just watching your videos. Like, I know this person. So this was
I
this
know.
is yeah,
Oh
this
my
was great.
God. Love, 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 love.
Love
Hearts,
it.
hearts, hearts. Oh man, you're amazing. You are amazing. Can you give everyone a rundown? Give them the deets where they can follow you, all of the good stuff.
Yes. I only have TikTok and it's Min's Book Talk. But on there you can also find my Goodreads where you can follow me and see all my reviews on that as well.
Awesome
So
sauce.
good.
Man, we've
Friend, I'm so
really,
happy to
really
have met
enjoyed it.
you. Very, very
Yes.
Me
grateful that you
too.
came.
We'll have to talk more after the camera's
Yes.
off. Yes. Absolutely. But thank you so much for coming. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks.
That was so much fun.
It was a lot of fun. She's so cute. She's so
She's
cute. And she's like got this little glow. I think it's
oh,
the newly
there was a
engaged glow.
glow.
It's
The engaged glow, the noon golden hour glow, maybe
it
the
was
Mindy makeup account. Okay, we didn't even really
yes.
dive into. I forgot to ask to get like, hey, tell us a couple of your makeup favorites or your makeup tips. Um,
Yes.
because we learned so much about Min in a really short amount of time that I'm so interested by the fact that there was this whole makeup channel life,
I
and then
know.
went to medical high school,
I
high
didn't
school.
know I didn't know
I'm
that
not
that
that.
was even a thing. I've heard of
No.
like creative arts high schools, but I never
Yeah.
heard of like a medical high school. Now I want to look into this more. I'm like, I didn't. That's so interesting. That's really, really, really interesting. And
And
then for her to just be
brave.
like, very,
Exactly.
yeah.
To
And then for her to be
say,
like, actually, I tell her parents, I'm actually not doing this. I want to. I want to be a
and
teacher. I
all
want to do
from
theater.
one elective class,
Wow.
and it just altered the course of history. And that track was super, super cool, I thought.
I mean, I think that just kind of goes to show like how some people are just so creative that they have to follow that path or they're not going to be fulfilled in life. And maybe that's what she felt when she experienced, you know, doing theater and was like, this is who I really am. A lot of us go through life doing one thing when we really want to do another. So I
Yeah.
applaud her for that. That's so hard to
Yeah.
do. Yeah, especially like in a real like the years where you're like, what am I gonna do for my life? What am I gonna do for the rest of my life? Right? Oh, I
Yep.
thought that's so brave, so
It
brave of
is.
her. Yeah, and she just
So many
really
different
put it all
pieces
over
to the
her house.
creativity too. I mean,
I mean,
makeup, theater, a cappella group.
a cappella group, which she didn't say that in the interview, but wait, did she say that in the interview or did she say that afterwards? I can't remember.
I might have given an exclusive. I think it was in,
Ah,
maybe not.
maybe not.
Anyways, Min
Nonetheless,
was in an a cappella group, so
she was. There's some tea for you.
yes. No,
I
I
mean,
think that there's a lot of talent there.
absolutely. I feel like she's one of those people who we can call a jack of trades for sure. YouTube, makeup, video editing, TikTok, books, reading, singing. Like, she does it all. I hope I get to see her put more of herself into her booktok account. I would love to see some of those different elements of her pop up into her. Maybe she's singing about books or something like that, or something cool.
Okay, I could get into that. There are okay. I'm gonna dive back into the Ren Fair because there's lots of great. Min does have some stunning makeup in her videos, and then takes it to another level with the Ren Fair or the cosplay videos with that giant bow now.
Yeah. And she had
Super cool.
was it a
Oh, the
knife or
sword.
the gun? Sword.
A
Was
sword,
it a
not a
knife?
gun.
God, I'm a
Well,
child. I'm a
we're
child.
gonna get you all not. I was gonna say all wenched up. No, we're gonna get you all ladied up. Get you
Do I
all
get to have like my,
ladied
my
up.
boobs pushed into my neck? Do I get to have?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, we get
Yes.
to stick roses in them and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, nice. I'm excited. I can't wait to get. I can't wait. I've never had this
We're
experience. I learned so much about the Red Festival. So I really can't wait I would like to actually experience it to see why she loves it so much. And I also want to know why you shouldn't take children there. I've got questions. What the hell is happening at Ren Festival? What's going on?
that's a lot of drinking. Okay. That's a lot of debauchery, my friend. I mean, literally, I think it says there are signs that say like beer wench. You know what I mean? So it's like that. I'm not kidding. That's like
Oh
that's
my
what it
god.
is. So it is
Oh my,
not for
oh
the
my
faint of
god.
heart, but for an
Yeah,
active
yeah.
imagination. I'm into it. I like it. I also
I
loved this is another person that brought a show and tell that was a beat up mass paperback
It
and
was
expressed mad love for the story. It was Name of the Wind, Patrick
by
Rothfuss.
Rothfuss. Yeah.
The story sounded cool too. The story sounded
It
really
did.
interesting. It looked massive.
Huge. And that's
So
just
that was a brick. Min said brick, and I'm
yeah.
like, you are correct. That is a freaking brick that you're holding.
And you can tell, like, she was really like, these books mean a lot to me. You can tell she's loved them.
Yeah.
Like, she said she read them 4 times.
Favorite of all time, yeah.
Of all time, she said she would die for that book. That's.
Say she would die.
She said she would die for that book.
Happily too.
Happily. Like, yes.
She was like, take me out now. I love it. Wow.
I love it. I'm gonna have to check out, maybe find it. I don't know if I'll be able to read something that thick right now, but
And, maybe
I
in
love to
pieces.
see. I love to see what other people are reading and what really brings them joy, and so it was
Yeah.
nice to see her like talk about how passionate she was about those books, and I hope that the last in the series comes out this year for the fans' sake.
For Min's sake. You
Yeah.
just hit it. There's so much joy in Min. I mean, we said it at the end of the interview, but honestly, like, I feel like she was excited to be here. She was excited to talk about the Rent, like so excited to talk about Renfest, so excited to talk
Yes.
about the book. I love friends like that make it's like you hocus pocus that energy, and you kind of, I feel more excited to go with the rest of my day now, honestly, after talking about all the stuff.
I
It's
also
a
want
lot.
to mention that I love that none of her friends are readers, but she gave them all books for bridesmaids gifts, and now they all feel pressured to read. Because I mean, how many of us like, oh my God, I wish my closest friends were reading so we could talk about them together. Same. I love that. So
Yeah.
I hope that like some of her friends do become readers because of this. I can't wait to see.
Because they were
the response
personalized
from
too,
them.
right? Were there like
Yeah, I
there
think she
were
had, like,
notes of like
notes.
why I recommended this
I-
for you?
Yes, which so freaking cute. I might
Yeah,
have to
you
steal
can't-
that idea whenever I get
That's good.
engaged.
Yeah. And Egypt
Yeah.
actually came up twice, I believe. We talked
Yes.
about, and I'm ready to go. Egypt is a difficult one, I think, to travel to. I feel like there's a lot of like restrictions and that kind of stuff, not like anything COVID related, but just in general. I think it's kind of like a trek to get there, and you have to have like a
Oh.
local guide and something like that. I've seen like a Nat Geo doc, but the history there is
Oh my
crazy.
gosh. I've always wanted to
it's
go.
everything. So
I've always wanted to go. Maybe one day. Maybe we'll go with Minh. You know, we could have a nice
go
little
there.
French trip.
Come back, do the Ren Fair. Huzzah! Say huzzah. See, you got it.
Huzzah!
You had to. Min is gonna be proud when she sees that.
I hope so. You know, we go to Egypt, we go to the Ren Fair, and then to top it off, we have to go to Half Price Books. We have to.
Yeah.
You know?
Make up for all the Egypt trip money and all the Ren Fair costumes. Those boots are like $800 at the Ren Fair.
Exactly. So I'm going to need to have only a few dollars for books left. So that sounds about right. Oh my God. Well, that's it, friend. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please be sure to follow us on all of our social medias. We are on TikTok at sierra.and.ryan, and we're also on YouTube at sierra.and.ryan.talktok. Remember, we're also on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and SoundCloud. But wherever you are watching or listening, please make sure that you subscribe, share, and review. That's how we get to the top of the charts.
So true. Tell us if you're going to Ren Fair. How many half-price book strips do you make? Do you know Name of the Wind? Let us know.
Right. Yes, absolutely. See you guys next time.